Hi everyone, this is probably going to be a lot shorter than the Buzz video that I made of this kind of sort, but this is essentially just all of the Mattel Woody dolls I own. There's only 3, because Mattel didn't make nearly as many as Buzz, and the ones that they did make are pretty expensive. These are just kind of the 3 more common ones that you can find, and they're not even really 3, this is kind of just like 3 2/3, because this guy's only like 12 inches tall. But yeah, I have Tumbling Talking Woody, the Strumming Woody, Singing Strumming Woody or something, and just this limited, or not a limited edition. It was just like a little 12-inch Woody doll they made. The ones I'm missing are the Twice Talking Woody, which is like a Woody doll that you could switch, like you could flip the badge manually. And there'd like be a little button, and he'd say different phrases depending on which badge you had on, like, flipped to. There's also Holiday Hero Woody, which goes along with the Holiday Hero Buzz. It's essentially kind of very similar to this, head sculpt-wise, but like everything else is completely different. That one's super rare. It's like $300. I don't own it. And yeah, and then there is also a variation that came in a 2-pack with Bo Peep, I believe, of this guy, and he essentially just has, it's the same figure with like kiss marks on it, because he got smooched from the bow. But yeah, I'll just start with Tumbling Talking Woody. So here's Tumbling Talking Woody. Unlike with Buzz, they actually went and decided to make a full-scale, quote-unquote, Woody doll that wasn't like holiday themed originally. So this guy came out in 1998 with the Toy Story 1 release, kind of the back end of it, obviously, because it was a year before Toy Story 2 released. But like there was definitely still some leeway in between. But yeah, this is one of the products of Toy Story 1 technically, despite everything else here kind of being considered Toy Story 2 merchandise. But this guy's basic whole like function is that he has a little sensor at the top, and it detects the light, so it can actually detect when the hat is on or off. And this is a bit finicky, simply because it's really dated technology. It's not like, it's kind of dated, it's also just kind of cheap. But you have to be in a really well-lit room in order for it to work. So like anything that is like relatively dark will just not register at all. But you activate it by pushing the sheriff badge, which is why it's not actually attached to the vest here. So this is occurring right now because I have it sensed to the area. So you'll notice if I put my hand over the sensor, it detects whether or not the hat's on, so here you go. So he thinks that the hat's on, and you take it off. Okay. So occasionally, because of the light sensor, it'll just freak out. Yeah, okay, let me just put the hat on. And otherwise, he talks, obviously. No. And you're also supposed to shake him, like, hard, like, really hard. It's kind of frustrating to get working, but... Let me just put his hat on. This is the issue with it. I can't really show it, because then it's going to fling his hat off. But, like, you really have to shake him. There you go. Okay, there you go. Woody's... Let's grab some of Woody's kind of... on the side there we go. But yeah, otherwise, it's the same. The Mattel ones, for some reason, the older ones, have a kind of, like... And he turns it off automatically, so that's him turning off. The belt is fully removable. I'm not going to remove it, obviously, but you can't actually, like, remove these, and it's just a mess, but it is, like, completely unhooked, and it's a pain in the neck to get in, so I just leave it like that. The string came off when I took it out of the box. It came brand new, the batteries were dead, so I figured I might as well just take it out, and I don't think there was even a string attached to it. It was just no string. But yeah, the boots are pretty nice. It's just a fake jean material. It's the same with all of them. Although this one is darker than the other ones, which use a kind of a lighter blue. Boots are solid, nice looking like vinyl plastic. This one actually does have Andy on it, which is neat. I think, does Strumming sing in her? Yeah, he does too. I'll get to him eventually. But yeah, that's Tumbling, Talking Woody. So, whoa, okay, yeah, so this guy's kind of a mess to, like, show off, but this is Strumming Singing Woody. Take the hat off so he's just lighter. He is very he's heavy because the guitar is super heavy, because it has full batteries in it. The rest of him is fully plush. The guitar is actually just straight up attached to his hand, so I can't take it off unless I want to tear it off, which I kind of don't. You can see the jean material is kind of a lighter blue now. The boots are a nicer, kind of more accurate brown color, and the Andy, they're all gold on the back, so yeah. Fake string, although at least this one has a string, and I think a more movie accurate head mold, although I say that very lightly because it's overall a pretty cartoony looking head. Really long bandana too. The whole gimmick with this Woody is you can play music with him, and I have recorded all of the music, so if you want to go listen to it, it's up on the voice line archive thing I have. But how does it do that? He strums using this hand, which is just another hand used on the original Tumbling, Talking and Holiday Hero Woody, I think. And so you're supposed to strum it like that, but you can also just, there's the two sensors, and you just put your finger over it. I'll demonstrate. That's enough. But yeah, very nicely detailed guitar, nicely detailed Woody. Yeah, just a very solid Woody. Overall, cool. And then finally we have this guy, which is a lot lighter on the hands, so I'm happy for that. This is basically kind of just a smaller version of the Strumming Singing Woody that I just showed off. He has the same materials used for him, the same colored stuff. Hat, of course the hat's all removable. But the head is a slightly different face mold. The mouth is closed rather than open, like fully open. Again, the badge is not attached to the vest, which actually Strumming Singing Woody is the only one to have that. He also has Andy on that. That's pretty nice. So all three of these have Andy on the boots. It actually uses the same hand molds as the Tumbling, Talking Woody. Fake pull string, as to be expected. Yeah. Overall, I think they're just a neat little Woody figure, Woody doll and Woody figure. And then finally, I will point out the fact that the hats are actually really nice. Like, compared to the Thinkway ones, they have a really, really solid, like, thick, soft plastic material. I really like them, even if they aren't, like, movie accurate. They're a lot more durable than the Thinkway ones. They look better, like, overall on the head. And, yeah, even the small one looks pretty solid. So yeah, that's all three of them. I did kind of ramble on there for longer than I expected, but yeah, definitely a lot less in terms of quantity than Buzz, but they've got a lot more going on than Buzz did, obviously, because they have to have their own little special features because they're, they're dollies and they're not plastic figures that you can articulate. Ooh. But yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe for more. I'll see y'all later.